So you've chosen your passion project topic. Go ahead, pat yourself on the back. That is amazing. Go ahead. I'll wait. So you're probably asking, why didn't you just re-record? Because I want this page, my channel, every video to be authentic and as transparent into my life as possible. And sometimes while I'm recording, I do an amazing take with my 7-month-old puppy, Deuce, literally pawing at me, asking, Mommy, where are the snacks? Where is he right now? Completely knocked out because it's easier for me to film sometimes at 5:45 in the morning. I just had to stop and pause because I just thought that was hilarious, because just really look at the Academy Award winning acting that was going on as I was continuing to go on with the show despite Deuce saying, nah, we ain't having it. You ain't recording. I want you to play with me, or more so, give me a stack. So, anyway, just had to pause right there. Let's continue. Letter of intent. Let's go. So now that you've chosen your topic, it's time to make it official. You and your topic officially to go together. Y'all are in a whole relationship, and guess what? There's a whole ceremony involved. I'm just kidding. However, there is the next step, writing your letter of intent. And this video, we're going to walk through the purpose of the letter of intent, what goes into each section of that letter, who the letter is actually going to, how to format it, and how to sign your name in cursive at the bottom. Now, this is my third video in my Unpacking the Passion Project series. If you didn't catch video 1 and 2, you can go ahead and click on this link right here to get started. But as far as the letter intent, let's go ahead and break that thing down so that it is
forever and consistently be broke.
So, to answer your first question and get any confusion out of the way, the letter of intent is an actual letter. Yes, it's addressed to a whole person, has your address at the top, has the date, has a salutation, has a closing, even has to whom it may concern. So, it's an actual letter. Now, the purpose of the letter is what's important, because the purpose of the letter of intent is to provide a snapshot or a glimpse into your project, why you chose your project topic, the purpose for it. You're going to also talk about the methods and sources of where you're going to gather your research. You're going to talk about what research focus you will actually be doing, and you're also going to be talking about your product, how your product is a learning stretch, how it connects to your research, and also your aims and goals for completing the project. A whole lot is going on in this 5-paragraph letter. Yes, I said 5 paragraphs. Hold on, come back. It's not as bad as it may seem. One of the paragraphs, actually, 2 of the paragraphs are 3 sentences or less. So let's go on with the different parts of the letter of intent. As I stated earlier, there are 5 paragraphs in your overall letter of intent. Now, paragraph size is going to vary. Some paragraphs are going to be as short as 3 sentences. Other paragraphs are going to be as long as 7 sentences. Now, the first paragraph is the introduction paragraph. It is where you're going to introduce formally yourself, as well as introduce your passion project topic. You're also going to talk in detail about how and why you came to choose this particular passion project topic. Now, this particular paragraph is going to be about 5 to 7 sentences, but you want to make sure that you're very detailed in explaining what your project topic is and why you chose it. Second paragraph of your letter of intent is all about your research. You're going to first identify and discuss what your focus of your research is, aka what your research question is.
You're also then going to discuss the methods of research that you're going to use to answer that research question. So, we're talking about newspaper articles, journals, scholarly databases, books, newspapers, film, etc. Lastly, in that second paragraph, you're going to talk about what you hope to gain by doing this research. And that paragraph should be about 5 to 7 sentences. So your third paragraph is about the product. This is going to be the longest paragraph by far, at around 8 to 10 sentences. Now, in this paragraph, you're going to talk about specifically what your product is. You're also going to want to make sure that you indicate how it connects to your research and how your product creates a learning stretch for you. Lastly, you want to talk about any potential hiccups, challenges, or hurdles that you could foresee in creating your product. Your final 2 paragraphs are going to be the shortest paragraphs of the entire letter. So, for your next to last paragraph, you're going to talk about the overall goal or aim you have in completing this project. What is the bigger impact? What is the global impact or mark that you plan or you hope to make by completing this project? The last paragraph is simple. You're thanking the reader of this letter. So that could be the teacher, mentor, or even the judges that are going to be reading your letter later on when you present. Now let's head to my computer where we now are going to format your letter of intent.
So, welcome to my computer. First thing you notice I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and title the Google Doc or Word document. You never want to have a document just as untitled. You always want to name it something that's going to be clear and identifiable and quick to access in your Drive or your cloud. So in this case, I always use the last name designator underscore and then the title of the document. The next thing that you notice I'm going to do is go ahead and do the letter heading. First, I want to make sure that I change my font to Times New Roman, and I always want to make sure that it's 12. And while most essays are going to be double spaced, the letter is actually going to be single spaced. So next, let's go ahead and do the address heading. So that's going to have all of your information where you have that right there. So you have your full name, first, middle, and last. You have your full spelled out address. You also have the city, the state abbreviated, as well as the 5-digit zip code. Now, from here, you want to hit enter 4 times. Next, you want to go ahead and put the date of the letter. So I wrote this on January 16th. That's why I put that. So whatever date you write the letter, that's when you want to include it. Then you want to hit enter twice. Then you want to go ahead and do who the letter is addressed to, and that is to your teacher. So as you can see here, I'm addressing it to Miss Nicole Winsley. On the next line, you're going to have the name of your school. So first line of who it's addressed to, the addressee, teacher name, second line, the school, third and fourth line, the physical street address, as well as the city, state, and zip. And then you want to press enter 2 times. Now you want to go ahead and do your letter greeting. So, dear name of the teacher, or to whom it may concern, or dear teachers and judges, because you want to assume that not only your teacher is going to read this, but also a judge is going to read this as well. So to whom it may concern, that's great. And then I give you some other variations that you can use. Once you do that, you're going to go ahead and hit enter twice, and that's where you begin to write the actual paragraphs. So the first paragraph and its content. Second, and then you hit enter twice. Second paragraph, hit enter twice. Third paragraph, hit enter twice. Fourth and fifth paragraph, hit enter twice. So you're going to go through all of that. Then, lastly, once you get to it, you get to that last paragraph, you're going to want to hit enter twice, and then you want to do your closing. From there, you're going to do sincerely or cordially or thank you for your time. Hit enter about 3 times, and then you're going to type your name, first, middle, and last. And you want to make sure there's a lot of space between the closing and your name, because when we print it, you're actually going to physically sign the letter. And that is how you format your letter of intent. So there you have it, the letter of intent. Follow these steps and these guidelines, and your letter of intent is going to be amazing. Now, the next step in my Unpacking the Passion Project series is all about creating a classy and catchy portfolio cover using Canva. Now, you can find that video by clicking right here. If you don't see it, it's okay. Just go ahead and wait a minute because I haven't updated it. So, what you should do is go ahead and hit that bell notification so you can be notified the moment I upload that next video. Until next time, embrace your inner geek. Oh, Deuce, damn. Stop. Stop.